And a peek into the locker room. Looking in the last few moments before the game. Some final before we get going.
Thanks, BA.
They make one heck of a tag team. Thanks, Allie. So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. The big three for this team all out there. Westbrook, the point. LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Josh Hart. And for the Pistons, Cunningham and Bay, the wing pair. Jackson out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Hayes in at the point.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Here's Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Well, Grant, you were a master of meshing with your teammates. How key is being on the same page early in the year?
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Good.
Speed and power and the ability to finish with both hands make LeBron James's drives deadly.
And it's Jackson on the take. And the dunk by Jackson.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
To the paint. Here's Westbrook. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
You know, Westbrook able to score from anywhere. Just is so assertive and confident in what he can do out there.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
Hart finds Davis. Westbrook outside. 5 on the clock. Oh, from deep. Knocks down the long J. Westbrook's got 5 points.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Here's Jackson. And Detroit again with the bucket.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
I think they've got to consider throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
Here's Davis. The shot's good.
I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
Basketball.
Here's Jackson. He's got 10. Launches a 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
To the inside, Kaminsky. And Kaminsky slams it home.
Well, LeBron James is clearly a tremendously talented passer. When a guy is open, he'll get him the ball. And you know, as LeBron continues his illustrious, remarkable career, the question seems unavoidable. It's inevitable. Him or MJ for greatest of all time. For me, it's a matter of what flavor you like. You can't go wrong with either one. Personally, I know Jordan's got the rings, LeBron's got the career number, but I like the fact LeBron is...
Hayes and Cunningham, the backcourt. Jackson out there with Sadiq Bey. And it's Stewart in at the center position. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
You know, Clark, it seems LeBron has cemented his top 2 spot, but many will say he'll never pass Jordan. What do you think?
Well, B, I tell you what, I don't have a problem with those folks who say that MJ is the greatest. I can see why people feel that way. And I'm leaning that way, but I love what LeBron has done longevity-wise. Titles are not the only measure for greatness in a team sport. So LeBron would get my nod just by an edge, a whisker, if I had to pick one or the other, him or MJ. That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
And the Pistons with possession here. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand. Jackson against Davis. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist from Jackson. Cunningham's got his first 2 points of the night. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an...
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They were able to take control in the second. And that'll do it for our halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. The Pistons leading, second half underway. Here's who Frank Vogel's got on the floor. The big 3 for this team all out there. Westbrook the point, LeBron and AD sliding in at the forward spots. Josh Hart is out there with Frank Kaminsky. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Jeremy Grant, the 39th pick back in 2014, has become a leader for the Pistons. He said, "I'm enjoying it. I want to be a lot better, and I want to keep growing. I don't want to be stagnant. I just want to embrace the role and help the team get better from here."
Well, he's got all the tools to be a complete player, Allie. No question.
That's as good as you can defend LeBron inside, and it's still not good enough.
Davis against Jackson. Shoots over Davis. Again, the Pistons score. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
What a tremendous showing from...
Here's Jackson. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Lakers substitution. Frank Kaminsky III. Josh.
Jeremy Grant out there with Jackson. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And it's Diallo in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he really got after it tonight. I mean, they asked him to provide a big chunk of the offense, and wow, he responded. The defense had no idea how to contain him.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that break, Coach Frank Vogel had some advice for his team. He loves the pressure deep. He told his guys, quote, "We've got them on our heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch." Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Horton Tucker. The shot no good. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Detroit has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Jackson uses the glass on the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Laker lead.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Horton Tucker, and he banks in the layup. Horton Tucker's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And you can see why they put him in these spots. He's able to use his size to get the shot he wants.
Power is home.
You know, when you're open on West.
Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. Hart comes in for Horton Tucker.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes. And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And so they foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Now it's a 2-possession game. Important foul shots right there.
Jackson outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Davis. And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out